It's my first year in Gainesville, ISD. I've been in teaching for 15 years approximately. Worked in different settings such as middle school, elementary, some high school. I did New York, Chicago, Dallas, and now here in Gainesville. Yeah, I started off thinking I wanted to be an ELA teacher, and then I discovered math, and I like teaching math, and I focused on math for my master's and started teaching that in New York and was a math teacher for years. Now I'm doing ELA with the reading intervention, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than what I kind of thought I would too.
Mr. Thomas in the classroom is amazing. He's very conversational with the kids. He brings real-world experience, real-world examples to the classroom. He also just wants to hear what's going on in the students' lives, and then he incorporates that into his reading lesson. It doesn't matter how high or how low the student's reading level is, Mr. Thomas finds a way to get the students excited about reading and getting better at reading.
Kids aren't used to reading novels and text like we used to when we were younger. They're used to reading little text messages, and they don't even read those aloud very much. So getting them to have the confidence and comfort to read out loud and read to me and then read in front of their peers really is a struggle for them at the middle school, junior high level. They get nervous, they get afraid. But if I ask them to read, they all are ready to read. And so I think that's one of the big litmus tests that I can take for them right now.
Mr. Thomas's classroom is epitome of what a learning environment should be. He's consistent with his procedures, his expectations. He knows exactly what the kids need to be doing, and the kids respond. He's a very active young man, and the kids feed off of that. So when he's moving, they're moving. As we all know, once you move your body, you learn a little bit better.
I think that the biggest thing I learned with this age group is that those relationships are fluid and they're ongoing all the time. And they're not established day one, and they're not going to be the same on day 10 or day 50. And that's really when the progress comes along. Is the end of the year, the kid that was fighting you to do his work is now wanting to come in your classroom because he feels safe here, and you made it safe. So.
Mr. Thomas is active on campus. He is now the leader of our student council. He helps Coach Boswell out with several events, including pepper rallies, parades, anything that the teachers need, from the dances to decorations or to even just lend an ear. He is there for them.
I was very big in student council growing up as a kid, all the way through high school, and I'm bringing that love that I had for it there back or to here with the homecoming parade, with all the events that we do. We decorate the float. We have a big council now. We're moving along, trying to do things for the school and making improvements. Mr. Kelly talks about you got to plant the seed, let it grow, and you may not reap the harvest, but you know someone will eventually. And I like to tell the kids it's got to start somewhere, and why not start here?
He's made a positive impact. He's always active in school. He's always active in the kids' lives, in the community. Parents love him, teachers love him, and we're just blessed to have Mr. Thomas on our campus.
The staff here has been fantastic. I'm very fortunate that my sister recruited me to come on board here. I never could have imagined that this fit would have been so perfect at this point in my career, to be honest. I've always wanted to be a teacher. I like school. I like education. I never thought of doing anything else but education. And as time has changed, whenever I think of doing something else, I could never find a why for something else. And I can always find a why for education and a why for kids. And their future is my future. We're all changing. This world is so different than what it was 15 years ago when I started, and my why is still the same, and that I want to help the youth of the future and impact them now. And that's